Alright, for this problem we have another main boom problem. So, go ahead and get started with this one, just like we have with the other ones. What is the net capacity? Turn my draw on. Let's change that to blue. I seem to like that a little better. So, what is the net capacity lifting off the main boom over the front? Perfect. So we go here, draw our setup. So main boom, net capacity over front. Remember, now your main boom has two charts. It has a 360 and, sorry about that. It has a 360 and it also has an over the front. So just pay attention to what one you're looking at. Now we're going to draw our diagram like we have been doing. Oh, I better put that in a little bit different spot. Let's put it up here. At our gross capacity equation. Now here, put our deductions. Just like we've been doing on the previous charts. Our total. Alright, first piece of information is being asked. So outrigger set, we don't need to know that. We don't need counterweight because it's always going to be the same. Looking at boom mode B, 67 foot. Boom mode angle, NA, radius, 53 foot. Now we're going to be between two, a boom length and a radius. So remember, on the radius, you always go to the next longer. On the boom length, you go to whichever is the lowest capacity on your boom length. That's what you'll go with. Now, when you're between both, you're going to go to the lowest capacity of all four. Between your radiuses, which is your two different lengths of radius, different lengths of boom lengths. Between those four, you're going to go to the lowest capacity. We've got that checked off, and we got our radius checked off. Let's start with our deductions. Our first deduction is a beam, lifting beam. That is 3,500 pounds. Check it off. Our extension. Oh, we have a 56-foot erect. That's going to be a big deduction. So let's go over here. Find out what our deduction is for 56-foot erect. So lifting from the main boom. So here's the chart we're going to be in. Lifting from the main boom with the 56-foot erect, but not in use. That is a considerable deduction. That is going to be 7,800 pounds. That's a big one. Check it off. Obviously, we have a 1 degree boom angle, but it doesn't matter because we're not picking from it. So now what's our next one? It's going to be our block. We have a 60-ton block right here. So block is 1,100 pounds. We got a lot of deductions on this one, a lot of big deductions. And as I said before, main, we've got two parts. So we're going to have to find out if we're going to have a line deduction or not based off of either going to our load chart first or getting our tip height, then going to our load chart. I generally like to get my tip height and then move on to the load chart because then I'm not flipping pages back and forth. We got our ball. That's already automatically gives us our line deduction. So the ball is, which is that ball? 360 pounds. Headache ball, 8.5 ton headache ball, 360 pounds. All right. Ox line, 20 feet below tip. It's one part of line. It's 1 times 20 equals 20. Boom, boom. And rigging. rigging is 800. I have to kind of squeeze it in here. Didn't leave myself quite enough space. Perfect. So now we're done with our deductions, all the deductions that we can. Right now, we're going to find out next our tip height, and then we're going to move on to our load chart to determine if we have a tip height deduction. Remember, we're picking from the main boom, using the net capacity, picking off the main boom over the front. Next one we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and go to our diagram here. Let's get rid of that. Didn't clear that from the last slide. Go ahead, we've got main boom, 50 main boom. Let's change our color up here a little bit. Figure out how to get rid of this crap down on the bottom. I'd be doing a whole lot better. Well, we've got a main boom. Let's switch to red. Make it be able to see it a little bit better. So we've got boom of 67. We don't have 67, so we're gonna go to 75. And 53, we don't have 53, so we're going to go to 60. We're going to figure out where those two meet. Up here, so they meet right there. Fall out over to the left side of the page to our actual tip to ground, and we got 50 foot. So we'll go ahead and put, I know it's kind of cramped here, but we're going to put it right there. Just because I moved everything up a little bit too high. I should have brought everything down the page a little bit, but we're a little too far. So now that we got our tip height, regardless if we need it or not, we already have it. We can proceed on to the next page. What are we looking for? We're looking for net capacity lifting off the main boom over the front. Let's go down here. Net capacity, boom mode B. So B, we got a 67 and 75. So we're going to be right here, 65 to 85 foot main boom. So we're going to be between these two. This one. And then we've got a 53 foot. So we're going to be between 50 and 55. We have to determine. So the rule is, scroll back up here to our rules. I think we got her highlighted. Right there. For boom lengths not listed, use rating for next longer boom length or next shorter boom length, whichever is smaller. So we want to go to the lowest rating, which is the most conservative capacity. For radii not listed, use the rating for the next larger radius. So on the link belt, you can always remember farther away is always going to be your lowest capacity, which is pretty simple. So we're sitting on loaded boom. We're going to be over the front at either 75 or 65. So it's going to be this one or this one. We got to determine which is the lowest capacity. On this one, we're automatically going to go to 55 because we're using the longest radius. So we've got 65 foot. We're good for 13,300 pounds. At 75 foot, we're looking at 15,600 pounds. So we're going to go with the smaller capacity of the two. Sorry, looked at wrong. At 65 foot, we got 13,300 pounds over the front. 15,400 pounds over the front. At 75 foot, 15,600 pounds over the front. Let's clean this up a little bit here so we can see it. Oh. Over the front, so 360 or 75. So we've got 55 foot, we've got over the front, we've got 15,400. And at 75 foot of main boom, at 55 foot radius, you've got 15,600 pounds. So we're going to go with 15,400 pounds. That's our lowest capacity because we're going between our boom lengths. We always go to the farthest radius, but we go between boom lengths. We look for the lowest capacity. So we're going to go 15,400 pounds. So our gross capacity of this crane, zoom out here just a little bit, 15,400 pounds. That is our gross capacity of the crane. Now all we need to do, we need to figure out how many parts line is it going to take to pick up 12,920 pounds. It's going to take 2 parts line because 15,000 is greater than 12,920 pounds. So that means our 2 parts of line are both going to be in use. So we don't have a line deduction. So now all we got to do is add up our deductions here, our dead hanging weight together, and subtract them from our gross capacity, the maximum capacity that our crane can pick up. So let's start with 3,500 plus 7,800 plus 1,100 for our block, 360 pounds for our ball, 800 pounds for our rigging, and 20 pounds for our aux line equals 13,580 pounds. 13,580 pounds. And we're going to subtract that from 15,400. So 15,400 pounds subtracted from 13,580 pounds equals 1,820 pounds. 1,820 pounds. And that's our answer. 1,820 pounds is the correct answer.